Welcome to the first episode of Armchair Geoscience. My name is Sarah Cromwell and I'm a student at the University of Edinburgh studying geosciences. Today I'm going to take you to Seacliff Beach in North Berwick to explore and tell you a bit about this beautiful landscape. Nestled just east of North Berwick is the quiet and beautiful Seacliff Beach. This stunning landscape has been shaped over millions of years by a combination of volcanic activity, glacial erosion, and coastal processes. Out in the water, you'll spot the large rocky island known as Bass Rock. This dramatic feature is actually the solidified core of an ancient volcano, which erupted around 330 million years ago, back when Scotland was located near the equator. Today, the Bass Rock is not only a geological wonder, but also an important seabird sanctuary, offering the perfect nesting habitat. The waves crashing against the shore come in from the Firth of Forth, which is actually a fjord carved by glaciers during Scotland's last ice age. As the glaciers melted, waves and wind reworked the sediments to form extensive beaches like the one you see here. Take a moment to listen to the power of the waves. Can you imagine how sediment has accumulated over the years? Seacliff is what we call a raised beach, where a flat former shoreline now sits above the current sea level, backed by a steep cliff or escarpment, which marks the old cliff line. Over time, the powerful waves have eroded weaker rock and created this gentle, wide beach. In the middle of the beach, there is some large scattered blocks of rocks. These are huge stones which have been carried by ancient glaciers and dropped here when the ice melted. Walking along the beach, you'll find sand, sea glass, shells, and other materials. The range in particle sizes shows how strong the wave energy can be. Only powerful waves can carry and deposit heavy materials up onto the beach. I love finding beautiful little objects here. Maybe it reminds you of a time you found something special on a beach too. Sadly, like many natural places, there are also signs of human impact, such as this discarded fishing net. As we walk further along the beach, it becomes less sandy and more rocky, but is still relatively flat. This is known as a wave-cut platform, formed by waves eroding the base of the cliffs over time. Today, this part of the bay sits slightly higher than the current tide line, so waves no longer reach it as often. This is why it's rocky and bare with less sand compared to the lower parts of the beach. Some rocks here are more resistant to erosion, so they stick out and form strange and beautiful shapes. The rocks behind the beach also continue to erode and sometimes drop big blocks onto the platform. These rocks are full of colour and texture and also host some wildlife such as this small little snail. Cliffs at the back of the beach and platform are made of tuff, a type of rock formed from volcanic ash. When ancient volcanoes in the area erupted, they released massive amounts of ash which was then deposited by wind and water. Some tuff layers even contain larger rock fragments, known as volcanic bombs. One of the most iconic features here is the Geoghegan, a striking, flat-topped rock stack made of red tuff. It is thought to have formed from multiple eruptions over time, building up layers of ash that hardened into rock. This rock has a strong red colour due to the iron minerals present in the rock. This is like a natural rusting process. There are pale veins running through the Geoghegan. These are called calcite veins. The Geoghegan isn't just geologically interesting, it also has a cool human history. In 1890, a man named Andrew Laidley used a steam engine and compressed air to carve a small harbour into the red rock. This is now believed as Scotland's smallest harbour and is a great example of how humans have interacted with and shaped this landscape. From the flat surface of the Geoghegan, you get incredible views over the beach and all the way to Tantallon Castle in the west, a dramatic 14th century fortress perched on top of the cliffs. From cliffs to beach to rock stacks, Seacliff is part of an ancient volcanic ash landscape shaped by eruptions, sea erosion, faulting and human use over millions of years. It's a place with deep geological roots and a chance for us to connect with the natural processes that have shaped our Earth. Thank you for watching the first episode of Armchair Geoscience. I would like to thank my dad, Stephen Cromwell, for helping me film some of this footage.